What's up, guys, and welcome to another video, and let's get ready to wake up and react to another episode of Last of Us Season 2, Episode 3. Where we left off last time, yeah, last episode was pretty traumatic, right? Joel died. I know there was a lot of debate in the comments about who's right, who's wrong, Joel or Abby, right? Is Joel right because what he did was to save someone, or was Abby right? Even though, okay, let me go back. Was Joel right, even though, was Joel right to kill those people, even though some of them were not armed, right? But he wasn't going out of his way to kill them out of revenge. It was to save his daughter, right? Because they were going to kill her. I saw one argument say that, like, well, you didn't have to kill the doctor, especially probably because there are so few medical experts left, in that world. That's kind of an invaluable resource. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I'm gonna talk about both sides, so just give me time. Brief. I'm gonna try to make it quick though, because we gotta get into this. But at the same time, would they have ever stopped coming for her? In Joel's mind, he was just trying to eliminate a threat. He didn't want to have to, like, constantly look over his shoulder for the rest of his life, or for Ellie to have to, I guess. Because there's no way that we're gonna let her go. This cure, essentially, for the, what do you call it, cordyceps virus. At the same time, you don't have any assurances that that was actually going to work. It was your best chance, yes, but it could have failed. You could have ended up killing her for no reason. You don't know the future. It might not work. So ethically speaking, killing her was wrong. It was. You can't argue that it wasn't right. Now, if we're talking a numbers game, if you want to be logistical about it, one life versus possibly many, again, if it works, then if you want to take that perspective, if you want to think about it from that perspective, then yeah, the right, quote unquote, right. There's no such thing as right or wrong, by the way. It's such a subjective thing. But the right thing to do would be to sacrifice her, right? Right? But now, from Abby's perspective, was she right? Because Joel did kill some innocent people. As we know, fireflies are not innocent. They've killed people, so they've done some fucked up shit. Then again, as you guys pointed out in the comments, which I forgot, but also I didn't play the games, and they didn't really go over it a lot in season 1. They didn't show a lot of it, but they did mention Joel did kill innocent people, like did the thing where you pretend to be hurt, and then you kill them because you're scrapping for resources. You're all fighting for resources, minimal resources. So, not an innocent person by any means. So did Joel deserve what he got? Yes. If you're looking at his life as a whole, yes. But if we're looking at what he did, because I know some people were just talking about that context of, like, that just between Joel and Abby, I don't know if he deserved it or not. That's a subjective thing. Some people may say yes, some people may say no. I don't know. But do I think that Joel is worse than Abby? In that moment, yes, I do, because she was cruel for the sake of being cruel. Like, Joel did what he did to survive. Joel did what he did to save his daughter. Abby did what she did not to save anyone, not to survive, but out of pure revenge, rage, hate. Killing him didn't save anyone. Killing him wasn't going to bring your family back. Killing him doesn't allow you to survive. You're not fighting over the same minimal resources. So in my mind, I do judge her more for what she did than I would judge Joel for what he did. Because again, he's a parent trying to protect his child. And again, there's no guarantee that that was going to work. That cure, So, and also she was brutal. I'm sure when Joel killed people, he wasn't like, you know, let me drag it out for hours on end. I mean, she dragged it out, she made it brutal, and she killed him right in front of Ellie. Like, they held her down and made her watch. So, yeah, I think as a person, she's definitely worse than Joel is. In my mind, I just think she's just way more vindictive and cruel than he is. You know what I mean? Personally, to me, in the way I grew up, because everyone's gonna be different. Everyone grows up differently. Everyone has different life experiences. Everyone's going to uh, empathize with or feel maybe a kinship towards different characters based on their own development over their lifespan, right? It's a subjective thing. So I'm not gonna blame one person for siding with her over Joel or Joel over her. It's this whole show is an exploration of like humanity and our relationship with violence and the consequences of those actions. Of it's just and just an exploration of humanity in general, and just all of our complicated emotions and what love does to us and grief and all of that stuff. So I like this show. But yeah, in that moment, obviously, you know, I'm gonna have a visceral response because you're killing a character that I really like. And also, like I said, you didn't nothing that you did was going to help anyone in any way. It was just for your own, like, the sake of your own path of vengeance and justice, maybe, right? For her, that was justice. So, but yeah, that's why I still think in my mind I would choose Joel. Like, if I had to pick a side in a moment of who was more right, I would say Joel over Abby. But yeah, anyway, let's go. But now you've created a monster. Ellie's not gonna let this shit go. Does he know now? He knows about his brother. You know when he was hugging his wife at the end of the episode and he was crying? I thought it was about the town, but I wonder if they had radios, Ellie probably could have radioed in and told him, hey, your brother is dead. You should give her the watch. Ellie.
Give Sarah my love.
Oh. Is that to help her breathe? Did they crack a rib? Puncture her lung?
It's okay.
What the heck?
You're in the hospital. Are you in pain?
My god, dude. She's gonna start screaming or something. Because she's remembering. Yeah. I got chills, dude. Oh my god. She feels like such a piece of shit, you know. Because she was so mean to him. She was so mean to him for so long. She regrets that now. You know she does. That was a crooked hit, man. That kind of bothered my OCD. Oh, that shit's not straight. You see that board? Looks terrible. Let the youngins do it. He's showing you up. That was so funny. He's like, whatever, bro.
I just need you to see one more person, then you're good to go.
She's like, bitch, I'm ready to go on my revenge quest. Come on now. Oh, therapy.
Fine.
You two got into it at the dance. Was that the last time you spoke to him?
Yes.
Yeah. When I got home, he was on the porch.
And you ignored him.
And I should have talked to him. But I didn't.
Do you regret that?
Yeah, of course. But your final moment with someone doesn't define your whole time with them.
It shouldn't, but it often does. In my last moment with Joel, he said he wronged you.
You can't even tell her what it was, because, like,
What is it that he said that he did?
I feel like
Well,
people
that's
would
the thing,
be
it didn't really
so
make sense.
pissed.
He said, I saved her.
He saved me a lot of times.
Yeah, I would think so, but that's not wronging someone.
It's weird. No idea what he meant. I don't feel wronged. Man, I wish I could have let him off the hook for whatever it was he was talking about.
You're being such an asshole about it. She's like, I'm not telling you, bitch.
Everyone were as healthy as you. What would I do for weed and booze?
I wouldn't worry, Gail. There's still a lot of fucked up people in this town.
Yeah, but not you, though.
Well, you kind of got some closure that you needed in one aspect, right? Like, he admitted he was wrong to take your choice away from you, right? Now you need closure in another way, right? You need to take you need, maybe I should say what, not what you need, but what you want is to take down the people who killed him, the people who took him from you. Now so many people died. Look at all the oh, they left flowers at his house. It really, again, I feel like it goes to the theme of the show. Like, some people hated him and thought he was just a monster, but then he could also be so beloved by so many people. I mean, it's just crazy, right? Oh, his watch. Oh, his gun. Oh, is she gonna take one of his shirts? Oh, Ellie. Can only imagine what she's going through, dude. It's just, ugh. She's gotta just be so torn up inside and so conflicted, right? Like, she misses him, but she probably hates herself for how mean she was to him.
Yeah, I'm coming!
It sucks. She couldn't just, like, fall apart and have her moment completely, you know? Ugh. You had to, like, shut it down right in the middle.
This is a peace offering
Peace offering? Why?
because I'm about to make you angry.
Oh.
In the hospital, when you asked me about that day,
What?
I told you I didn't learn anything useful.
Oh.
That wasn't true. I know most of their names, and I know where they're from.
And where they're going?
Please just listen.
Maybe?
The doctors told me not to upset you.
I don't give a fuck.
And I knew that if I told you where they were, you'd just start pulling your tubes out and crawling on your hands and knees to get there.
I don't
like-
give a fuck.
She's like, I just wanted to wait till you were recovered.
Lost his time.
Ooh.
You let them get away.
What were you gonna be able to do in the state you were in? Nothing.
You want to find someone, and the only thing you know about them is where they're going to end up.
You might as well
let them
just,
get
yeah,
there.
let them get there, and then you know exactly where to find them. She accepts your peace offering. She's making me hungry.
The girl with the braid.
Abby.
And the letters WLF. And then I remembered a story
Probably
Eugene
Wolf.
told me from back when he was a firefly. He said that there were these
Well,
small
I guess
resort
F
groups
could
in
be
the
a
West that were trying
firefly,
to
the
fight
something
back,
something
and how
fireflies.
stupid it was that they didn't just join together. One of those groups.
Washington
was the
Liberation Front. That's what it is. WLF.
Out of Seattle.
WLF. Wolf.
Oh,
Fucking morons.
that's what I
Did he say how
said.
small they were?
No. But seeing as how no one's
Okay.
ever mentioned them since, I'm guessing small enough for us to handle.
Ellie, it ain't that simple. The town is still recovering. So are you.
We get where you're coming
No,
from.
we don't
but-
get where you're coming from. I don't get where you're coming from. If it had been you, Joel would be halfway to Seattle before the sun came up.
He'd be halfway to Seattle to save my life. But when we lost people, no. It would just break him like it was his fault. I saw that time and time again, and don't talk to me like I didn't know him. He was my brother. I'm not saying you shouldn't do this. But if we're gonna put a posse together, we gotta do it right. Which means taking it to Maria. Yes, it's fucking necessary. She's gonna want a council meeting, open it up to the town. Everyone who wants to get heard gets heard.
I don't know if
You'll back us, right?
they're not gonna like
Of course I will.
stop you from going on your own, but I don't know if they're gonna, you know, be like, okay, everyone, let's put a team together. Because it's kind of like, it doesn't help them in any way getting revenge, you know? Like, it doesn't help the town. Are we seeing the people from Seattle? Are we seeing the crew? People there? Saw a preview. It seemed like we were going to see them this season.
Keep moving.
Teaching her the
Once we get
signals.
resettled, I'll teach you to whistle.
Why would you scar yourself like that? Why would you do that?
Take cover!
Get off the road. That was so smart. Hide in the bushes. That's right, that's right, that's right. That was so freaking smart. Yes.
Demons?
Demons.
Wolves.
The Washington Liberation Front.
Alright. Good.
You're
bro.
at war with them?
More.
I guess.
Now the right side. Just the right side.
Come on, man. That side hurts more.
I noticed.
That's the point.
Come on. Harder. Harder! Let's go! Last 5. There it is.
PT.
Okay, done for the day.
So what'd you think?
Well, for someone who sat on their ass for 3 months, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah?
Push-ups?
Yeah. Crunches when they weren't looking.
A few more weeks and you'll be right back to where you were before.
Nice.
Which is 80% of where you should have been.
Whatever.
Oh.
Fuck you. So, heard you're on the council now.
Can I count on your vote?
So you know about the meeting coming up.
I know about the meeting coming up.
Can I count on you?
Mm-hmm.
Can't discuss upcoming votes.
Seriously, it's me.
I know.
Dude, you were there.
I know that too.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie, the council won't make up their mind until we hear people speak. So here's a little advice. Organize your thoughts, write them down, and then read them out loud tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't
'cause
get...
I'm stupid.
No, that's not what he
You're
means.
angry.
Exactly.
And no one's gonna vote for angry.
Man, I would eat that man up. I swear to God. I can't even.
Which is
Woo!
why I keep saying we need to
But he's right about what he said. Sorry, jokes aside. They're not gonna... Like, you can't just go up there and throw a tantrum. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna convince them.
A lot of people in here buried family. And now you want to send what? You're saying 16 of our best? Well, while they're gone, who's going to be on the wall if raiders come? A wall that's barely mended. And none of you up there can promise us that all 16 will come back. So my heart is with you, Tommy and Ellie. We are too hurt, and it is too soon.
She's right. She's right. I agree. If you want to go on this little vendetta, I think you should do it alone and with maybe people who volunteer, but don't force anyone to go.
People came and killed Joel. So why wouldn't we want to take our vengeance?
But that doesn't help your
Well-
town.
Because we're not supposed to. Forgive and be forgiven.
Someone's got to stop the cycle of
grudges.
violence.
No revenge.
Doesn't
I'm
get
not
you
even a
anywhere if you
Christian.
keep
I've always
trying
seen
to
the
get your
wisdom.
payback.
Boo-hoo, it's not fair. What, we gotta forgive everybody when they show up and piss in our eye? They came into our house. They took one of ours. My God, somebody shoots your brother. You wanna take the locks off your doors? Grow up! You idiots. They'll come back.
Oh,
They'll come back because we didn't make them pay. And when
See
they
his
come
point a
back,
little bit.
they'll be laughing.
they're not going to, because that was just some Lone Ranger on her own mission. But I see his point that you don't know that. You think maybe they're targeting your town. Maybe they want to take it over. That see how weak you are, maybe. And if you don't set an example of like, hey, we're not to be trifled with, then they're just gonna keep coming back. I get what he's saying. I see his point. It's somewhat valid. Oh man, my stomach's growling. But knowing what we know that's not the best choice to like send your best 16 of them out. It's just not. But again, he doesn't know what we know, so we have to keep that in perspective.
And you'll all deserve it. Bunch of goddamn victims.
No. No. It's not wrong to want to stop the cycle of violence. He was on the list.
Ellie, do what it takes to see that justice is done. Not for me. Not even for Joel. I am asking you, please, do it for us.
Are they gonna like go in the back and deliberate privately? Whoa, right now? I would need some time with my thoughts.
And execute them.
My answer would be no. It's still no. I mean, that was nice what she said. I think it was well said, but I would personally still say no. Because I don't know. You can set that example for them if they do come back and show them that you're a force to be reckoned with. But going out there and instigating, again, if I'm, going based on what they know, isn't, it's not going to make your lives any easier or better. You don't want to keep stirring up trouble, no. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. But anyway, trying to organize my thoughts, I just got distracted by that. Again, like, you can't afford to leave yourselves undefended. You can't. So I would say, like, she's pretty much saying, like, we got to do this because it's justice, right? This is justice for everyone that died here, for Joel, or what we should do for each other. I don't agree with that. Like, if it was like someone in your town who did it, you need to hold them accountable, I guess. But it's like, because you want to set an example, I guess, so to speak, right? And keep people safe. But that's why I'm struggling. I'm going back and forth on this. Like, I see your point, but I still just don't think that in any way is gonna help your town. And I think she's lying to herself if she's saying this isn't for revenge and that it's just justice and, like, setting an example. I don't believe you.
No.
I expected that.
No.
And to me, that was the right answer.
The vote is 8-3. The proposal is rejected.
You're just gonna have to do it yourself, Ellie.
I'm nervous she's gonna do something stupid.
What, you didn't believe her speech?
Did you?
Of course not. She's a liar.
Yeah.
I just don't want her to go down the same paths that Joel did, coming up with justifications and such. All he was really doing was lashing out.
So you think she might have learned that behavior from him?
Would make sense. They were together a long time.
Turns out nurture can only do this much. The rest is nature. If she's on a path, it's not one that Joel put her on. No, I think they were walking side by side from the very start.
Interesting. Okay.
Some people just can't be saved.
Yeah. Well, she might be right.
Please don't try and talk me out of this.
Oh, you think that's why I'm here?
I'm coming with you.
So, what's your plan?
Go to Seattle and kill Abby.
What route?
Northwest?
And is that all guns, or do you have medical supplies in there? No? Well, better not land weird on an ankle or get a fever on your well-charted path northwest. Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
I don't know what I was watching, but I heard somebody say that, like, she's the brains. Dina's the brains and Ellie's the brawn of the operation or something like that.
They clear cities or settlements. First stage is through the
Seems to be
National
the case.
Forest. Once we're out, we'll follow the Snake River Canyon.
Like, she
then
thinks
break off
things
the
through. She has
Snoqualmie
plans,
Pass.
well thought out plans, and she's Ellie's more impulsive.
Meet by the old East Gate, 3 a.m. 3 a.m.
Hey,
She's really got her back, man. This is awesome. She put a lot of thought into it.
thank you.
You know, you could have just asked. No, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now you do.
It is Carlisle, son of a bitch. I knew it. He's giving her his scope.
Trade.
Trade?
It's better. Trade.
Oh. Wow. Nice. Is that coffee? Coffee beans? Did he love coffee or something? I don't remember. I wish I understood the significance of that, but I don't.
It's about New Year's Eve and, you know, the kid.
Oh, okay. Finally gonna talk
Okay.
about it.
I mean, whatever, you were super high. And you were drunk. Right.
She wants to know if it means anything. Okay.
How would you rate it?
Really, what she
Scale of
means is,
1 to
should it mean
no.
something?
Come on. You've kissed girls before. You're gay, I'm not. I'm just curious. Wanna know if
But maybe
you're
you're
good at
bi.
it.
Okay, fine, 6.
Fuck you, 6.
That's not bad.
That sucks. For the record, I don't believe you.
Well, you asked, and I told you. I'm sorry. You can go back to Jesse.
I already did.
There you have it.
Wow. Okay. All right. Now you're getting petty. Okay. Bullshit. You did not go back to Jesse. Liar.
Does he ever strike you as sad?
Who? Jesse?
Yeah. Has he ever told you why?
No.
Hmm.
But I think deep inside, that's just how he is.
Wonder what happened. What's his backstory?
At least I hope that's why.
Why would you hope that?
You hope it's not you? Like, it's not because of you.
Well, because if it's not that, then it's me. Good night.
That's how you're gonna end it? That's so awkward.
Ellie?
Okay.
It wasn't that high.
Can you just be honest, both of you?
Dina.
What? What did you see, dude? Just what? Bitch, spit it out. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, man. Well, I guess we'll see for ourselves. Oh my god, they all hid and they all died. The hiding did not work. They killed all of them.
If this was fucking them,
I don't think it was.
if Abby and her crew did this to people, to kids,
They didn't. There's no way.
Yeah.
wow. Fucking Seattle. Pretty.
It used to be.
Plus, no one's shooting at us.
Maybe it is pretty to her. I thought she was being
Just
sarcastic.
aren't that many wolves.
There's about to be a whole lot less.
Mm-mm.
Told me to watch 6 and 8. Now they want fucking 3 and 5.
Wow. So I guess they're gonna find him first. All clear.
You're all good.
Even though it's
Move
not.
up.
They've got cars and you've got a horse. These are like armored vehicles too. Like, whew, man, I don't know if they stand a chance. They're so outnumbered. You're really gonna have to like pick them off. One by one. Yeah, good luck, Ellie. I don't know how you're... Oh, yeah, 16 people wouldn't have done shit, honestly. I'm glad they all said no. Look at this. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I'm sure she's gonna figure it out somehow. Yeah. Again, glad they didn't send everybody, because I just think that they would have ended up dying and their town would have been completely undefended. Because that is like a military force there, man. They're just outgunned, outnumbered, out-resourced. I don't know. I just think they're screwed. Realistically speaking, they'd be screwed. But she's, I don't know. She's probably gonna come up with some plan, Dina. And again, like if you can just do like silent takedown style, pick them off, you know what I mean? Then you might, that's probably your best strategy. You might stand a better chance that way. But yeah, I don't really have much more to add, so I'm gonna get going here so I can start editing this for Patreon and YouTube. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys' thoughts were on the episode down in the comments below, and as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. The link for that's in the description below, so please check that out and sign up to support the channel. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and I'll catch you in the next reaction.